Hello travelers, my name is Judd Kobler, Game Director for Last Epoch and founder of 11th Hour Games. I want to welcome all of our new community members joining us for the official launch of Last Epoch, and give a huge thank you to all of you who have been with us throughout early access. Because of your tremendous support, we're launching a game that was just a dream not too long ago, and we're extremely excited to share it with all of you. Last Epoch began as an after-hours passion project founded by a Reddit post in 2017. A group of us ARPG enthusiasts banded together and set off on our dream to create the next great loot-based action RPG. This was to be a game made by us players who are passionate about the genre and would always listen to the community that plays these games as their hobby, because that's who we are too. That was a pretty lofty goal considering we had absolutely no funding. The majority of our early founders had never worked in the games industry, and we were mostly just die-hard action RPG fans wanting to ensure that our hobby had a bright future. Through Kickstarter and the support of our incredible community, we've grown from a development team of just 5 or 6 to over 90 people from across the world who've banded together through a love of collecting loot and building awesome heroes. Our unconventional studio has been able to achieve things that typically require much larger companies, and I attribute that to our team's intense collective desire to make the next great action RPG, the game that we want to play as fans for all of us. We're incredibly excited that in just a couple days we'll be launching the 1.0 version of Last Epoch, marking the beginning of our journey with you in the world of Ecco, a world where we plan to release new powers to discover, gods to slay, loot to find, and in-game challenges to conquer for years to come. For those of you who are brand new, Last Epoch is a loot-based, top-down action RPG where you will travel through time in a desperate attempt to save the fated world of Ecco. Along your journey, you will choose to ascend into one of 15 different mastery classes, each with unique skills, passives, and playstyles, as you take on divine gods, immortal empires, and the all-devouring void. In Last Epoch, you'll find over 125 class skills, each with its own customizable and transformative skill tree. You'll find a deep loot system with over 300 unique items, each with its own build-defining power you won't find anywhere else, powerful idols that fit strategically into your inventory, and our renowned legendary system, which can take even the most unassuming uniques and turn them into the most powerful items in the game. You'll need all of that power at your disposal when you enter our expansive endgame that includes ancient dungeons, an endless ranked arena of champions, and shattered timelines in the monolith of fate. If you're new to the world of Last Epoch, you've picked the perfect time to jump in. We've made sure that Last Epoch is a game that you can dive into without any prior information. But if you're looking for help, there are a ton of great starter guides made by our awesome community of content creators who have put in a lot of effort into providing entertaining and informative content for Last Epoch fans. There's also an in-game guide that provides you all the information you need to go from a beginner to having an advanced understanding of the game. Now let's talk about what's new in Last Epoch. The full release of Last Epoch brings about the final remaining 2 masteries, the Falconer and the Warlock. The Falconer emerges as the 3rd mastery for the rogue, showcasing an impressive command of tactical traps and deadly falconry. With her fierce avian companion, she weaves through the battlefield with quick wits and unscrupulous tactics, forging an unbreakable bond with her falcon ally through the falconry skill. Initiating falcon strikes and deploying skills like dive bomb and aerial assault, the Falconer brings tactical chaos to the battlefield, leaving her enemies unsure of what they should fear next, the Talon or the Blade. Along with the new class comes some exciting new unique items that empower new playstyles if you're lucky enough to find them. Today, I want to show off Falcon Fists. This rare unique lets you dive all in on empowering your Falcon's attacks while turning your melee hits into an explosive Falcon Punch. Finally, stepping out of the darkness is the long-awaited Warlock, a new class mastery for the Acolyte set on tearing into the essence of her foes, twisting and corrupting their spirits. The Warlock wields an arsenal of new curses, each uniquely designed to dim the mind, break the body, and inflict pain. Rain down chaos bolts, feast on the souls of your enemies, and break open the ground, unleashing destructive necrotic energy and unyielding undead husks. What Warlock is complete without an arsenal of unique items to curse and corrupt their foes? One such treasure is quite literally the spine of your enemies, turning your chthonic fissure into a set of rapidly striking flame whips. The Warlock and Falconer aren't the only travelers who will be wielding new skills in Ecco. The Primalist is adding 2 new powerful skills to his arsenal, Gathering Storm, which calls down bolts of lightnings upon the enemies around you, and a redesigned Tempest Strike which wields the power of wind, frost, and thunder, with all three elements coming to bear at the tip of your weapon. The Paladin is receiving a powerful new skill tree to complete his divine arsenal. In addition to erupting Holy Judgment and protecting allies with auras and sigils, the Paladin will harness the power of Healing Hands, a skill capable of keeping allies alive as well as burning the evil out from the enemies of Eterra, especially the undead and void abominations. We continue to improve, update, and strengthen every mastery in Eterra. Countless skills have been rebalanced and modified. Our current page count for balance and updates is clocking in at 32 pages. You can find all of the details on our forums. I'm excited to share with you the immense amount of visual and gameplay feel improvements coming with the full release of Last Epoch. For 1.0, we have overhauled and updated all of our character rigs and every single character animation in the game. This means that characters move more dynamically, their attack animations feel more impactful, and individual character identities and movements are able to shine through. You will also notice interface enhancements everywhere you look. We've taken a lot of time to improve the user interface visuals and provide better information across the game. We've made big updates to lighting and shadows, with new tech that will be immediately noticeable to all returning Last Epoch players and tremendously improves the overall visual quality of the game. Additionally, we've added scene variants, which introduces random weather, season, and vegetation visuals throughout the echoes of the monolith. We're also bringing many new and updated enemies to the world of Eterra that you will find all throughout the game, including in many campaign zones that have had significant updates. You'll notice wolves, bears, saber-tooths, and more have been updated, and of course, for you Primeless players, your companions are no exception. For combat, we've made many improvements in addition to animation updates, including improved damage numbers that react to the direction of impact, increased hit sounds in the audio mix, brought back screen shake settings, and increased the visual weight of some hit effects. This has combat feeling better than ever. We've added a significant amount of new 2D and 3D visuals for character gear and items, including new item tooltips that truly showcase the outstanding loot in Eterra. Earlier this year, we released information on our much-anticipated item factions system, and we are excited to see players get to experience this for the very first time with this release. Will you choose to align with the Merchants Guild and gain access to the bustling bazaar and an economy of travelers and trade, all collectively bargaining and hunting for the best items Eterra has to offer? Or will you join the Circle of Fortune, set your sights to the stars, and increase your chances of finding the ultimate weapons and armor through prophecy? Either way you choose to hunt for incredible items in Last Epoch, you won't have to worry about your friends losing out on the perfect upgrade that happens to drop for them while they're away. With the new resonance system, you will have a chance to gain resonance with your friends who you fight alongside. Using a resonance will allow you to gift items directly to your friends, but be sure to be picky as resonances are powerful resources. Our full release is also bringing a staggering amount of balance updates, new unique items, new item affixes, new item bases, and much, much more. If you'd like to learn everything that is coming in Last Epoch 1.0, please visit our patch notes on the forum using the link in the description down below. Once again, I want to sincerely thank all of you from the bottom of our hearts. We are a team formed from the ARPG community, and to be able to make it this far with Last Epoch and share this creation with you is a dream come true. We cannot wait for you to experience the full release and the awesome plans we have for the future. We'll see you in Eterra on February 21st.